cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hey guys, jump on. Hey guys, jump on. Okay, turn down my volume. Hello, everybody. Luz Evans here with the read. It's great to see you guys. Long time no see. It's been a long minute since I've been live. Jump on. Let's go ahead and chit chat. We're gonna create a pretty bunny, and then I'll give you a short presentation of what's coming up next, friends. Let's go ahead and get to work. If you can help me by sharing this video, that would be fantastic. Tonight, we're going to be working on this bunny. Some of the other designs we're going to be working will be this and other things that I'm about to show you in just a second. But let's go ahead and get to work. Hello, Susie. Hi, Teresa. How is everybody? So for those of you that are joining me for the very first time, my name is Luz Evans. I'm the artistic designer here at Le Reef, where we teach you how to make pretty things like what you're seeing here and the things on the back, okay? Hi, Judy and Julie. Hello, guys. How have you been doing this month of February? I don't think that I've been live since February, you guys. So February for us was a month full of celebrations. We normally have my birthday, we have our wedding anniversary, and then Valentine's Day. So we normally combine all three in one celebration. And so that's what we did, Mr. Lurid and I. So, but let me know how you've been doing. What have you been up to? Have you been getting some of the pretty patterns I've been posting about? Have you been working those projects? So tell me also where you're watching me. If this is the first time you are watching me, guys, let me know where you're watching, okay? And also let me know how you found out about me. And then at the very end of the video, I'm also going to be an announcement for the very first time. I'm going to be participating in a online event, and I'll tell you more about it, and I'll give you the information tomorrow. So for those of you that might be interested in signing up for that, okay? So I am a invited uh, designer, and so I'll give you all the details tomorrow, and then we'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video. Okay. Hi from Texas. Hello, she's Sanders. I'm from Texas here too. I am in Huffman, Texas, which is on the outskirts of Houston. Okay. So Houston is the main city, and then I'm on a little town or area of Houston that is in the northeast part of town. So that's where I live. And so I definitely appreciate you coming to watch me tonight. As always, remember that this pattern is available on Etsy if you want to go check it out. Did you see my picture? How cute he came out. It looks like I was having a conversation with him, okay? Because if you don't know, I do converse with my pretties as I'm creating them. So I like to give them a look, smile at them. They make me smile too. And I like sharing them with you so you can also create your own. So today's tutorial, guys, or the tutorial for this pattern, it's going to be a sewn project. Can you also do this as a no-sew project? Of course. I must tell you that I would say not all, but I would say 90% of my sewn patterns can also be used as no-sew. You might have to tweak some parts here and there, but for the most part, you can take the same pattern and use it for a no-sew versions of whatever the design is, okay? Hello, hello, jump on. I'm giving you a few more minutes so we can start gathering. Let Facebook do its job. Okay, let's see if they can do it for us tonight. And then we'll go ahead and get started, okay? Also, I would like to answer a few questions because I get this a lot. And then, guys, sometimes I don't have time to go through all the comments for every single person that comments on my pretties when I post them. But let me tell you, the private membership group that I run, you get 2 designs a month. I normally like to advertise it as one, but in reality, rarely you get only one project. Okay, you normally get two or more depending on what we are creating for the month. Okay, and so this month, for example, we're going to be creating 2 designs. One is going to be St. Patrick's, and then the other one is going to be a regular spring design. And so we are normally the designs that we do inside the private group, those designs require sewing. Okay, why? You will understand why if you see when I post about them. Okay, normally they are dimensional projects, they're standing dolls, most of them. Sometimes they don't stand, but they display very nicely. Okay, they're typically dolls, like plushy dolls, artistic dolls. We teach also how to sculpt faces. If you're interested in learning about soft face sculpting for your dolls, we teach that in the private group. Okay. Now, what you see me create here on my page, those are easier projects, and I normally make them available on my Etsy shop. The ones for the private group, guys, they're not available on Etsy. In the future, I will make those available, and I will start with the older tutorials that I've done there, and then we'll continue that way. But for now, whatever I create in that private group is exclusively for those group members. Okay. So if you enjoy sewing, if you like making dolls or fun artistic looking designs, okay, then that group is definitely for you. Okay. It's only $25 a month. There is a one-time payment of $50, and that will give you access to all the designs we've been creating. Okay. So I know some people ask, are you like so and so that you just pay as you go when I join? And the answer is no. Okay. So you make a one-time payment of $50 that will give you access to previous designs. And then from there on is $25 a month. You are welcome to sign up. I'm going to post about them again. But if you want to learn about everything that I do, guys, you're going to see a pinned post in the featured section of my page. And I go in detail, including links where you can sign up for the things that I do. Okay. So, but however, please feel free to send me a message. I'll try to answer as fast as I can. Sometimes, I have a job, a full-time job as an office manager at a local company. And so that takes some time, and I'm not able to respond right away during the day or regular working hours. But I definitely, try to do in the evening or 24 hours after. Okay. So feel free to send me any messages if you need to hear from me. Or some of the things that you can also do, guys, is to be familiar with what I do or how I work. Go through my videos. Okay, look at my post. I invite you to like and follow my page. Turn on the notifications for my live videos so that way you see the projects that we're working together. And that way, if you feel like you want to work it, that you would like to put your hands on giving it a try, right? Then feel free to use the links that I post on here so you can go get the pattern from Etsy and work on this project yourself. Okay. So, like I said, the pattern for this cutie, which is what we're working tonight, it's already available in the shop. Okay. So you're more than welcome to purchase it if you like it enough to get it. Okay. Now, our next design, it will probably be, hopefully by Thursday, we will be creating this one. Okay. This is another adorable bunny. You see how cute it is. It sits on its own. You don't need to do anything else to it. Okay. So they all stand on their own, just like this one too. Okay. And so you are more than welcome to learn all these. Whatever I create here, or if I do a private tutorial, the way I used to do private tutorials, guys, it would require a little bit of more work on my part because I would make a Facebook group for that. But what I'm doing now, hopefully I'll stick to it, is I record the tutorial and then I post it on Etsy for you to purchase. So that way I don't have to be managing, having to get people in a private group and all that stuff. I think it's probably easier for everybody that if you want a tutorial, you just go purchase it on Etsy. You get all your files, you get links to videos, password to videos, your files for the pattern, etc. Okay, everything you need. If I do a tutorial, you purchase it as such, is for you to keep. I give you everything you're gonna need for that, and then you do whatever you want with it. Okay. So now, in addition to this too, another project that we gotta do because we have not tackled that, and I need to. Okay, because we only have a few days left for this. I said that I was gonna work this candy. This is a bag. Okay, this is a candy bag. This would be perfect to work for your children. Somebody was making the comment, was asking me, well, can I make this larger? Absolutely. You can take what I'm going to give you the instructions for, okay? And then you can customize the size. If your kids like a lot more candy, you can definitely enlarge the size of this, okay? So no issues. And then the other, I wanted to also release this one. I may do it also if somebody's interested. This is another fun bunny that also stands on its own. Okay, it's super adorable. Okay, super cute, and you can still learn how to make this. And then the last one would be I want to give you this. I'm gonna make this a free project for you. Okay, this cute little lamp. Okay, and I think I want to create a lamp, another small project for a lamp. Okay, but let's see if I have enough time. But this one, I'm gonna stay tuned for this. We're gonna work this together as a gift from me to you, okay, for supporting me, for buying my patterns, for watching me, for sharing my videos, for just being around, paying attention to my posts, participating, commenting, all that good stuff, okay? So stay tuned for this. We're gonna go ahead and do this one together. This is gonna be a free, easy project that we're gonna make together, okay? The lamp project is something we're gonna do for free for you, okay? And so that will be probably complete Easter for us, okay? Oh, just so you can get an idea, guys, this we did last year. But stuff like this is what we create inside our Pattern of the Month Club, okay? Dolls like this is what you see. See how it's standing on its own? We do stuff like that inside the pattern. This beautiful bunny, we made it last year, and we learned how to create it. It's sewn except for the hat, but this will give you an idea kind of the projects that we work in there. Now, this was last year. Now, let me show you the one that we did this year. Okay, now this beautiful bunny is what we made this year. Okay, this is a large bunny. It also stands on its own. Okay, you cannot even see it, but he is tall. It's about 20 something, 27 inches tall or something like that. We learned how to create this bunny inside that membership group. So that's available for anybody that wants to learn it if you join the membership. Okay. Now we also, let me show you this other project from what I have here. Okay. These are the things that we've made in there. This was a project for Valentine's. Okay. This gnome showing his belly. Okay. That was a project that we worked for Valentine's Day. Okay. This is a project we also learn inside the Pattern of the Month Club. So that's why I'm telling you it's different. It's different. What we create inside that group is different from what you see me create here live. Okay. So that's what we go in detail about making features like that, like the face. So if you see this guy, okay, you see that mouth, you see the nose, all that is different. I don't think that I've ever made anything like here live, okay? So that's what we learn inside that group. We also made a cute little project, this bunny. We made it there too, okay? You see how this cute little bunny is? This is also another sewn project there. So it's super cute, and so we learned this in there too. Okay, and from what I have here, I think that's all. I think that's all I that is visible here that I was teaching inside that group. Okay, so now let me remind you. I'm not sure if you had. Oh, thank you, Steph. Oh, thank you, Twyla. Okay, so remember also this. I released this tutorial. Okay, this is a large bunny. It's 24 inches. by 13 wide. And then you also learned the no-sew version. This is sewn and this is a no-sew, okay? So both of them, I released a tutorial. You find this tutorial on my Etsy shop if you have not done it, okay? All right. So now that I talked about everything I wanted to talk to you about or remind you about, then let's go ahead and start working on this, okay? So this will be one of our next projects, guys, okay? Stay tuned. If you like this cute little guy, okay, stay tuned for when I'm releasing this pattern. This is a pattern we're gonna do together here, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get to work. Let's go ahead and start working on this cute thing. Do you have any questions, guys, before we start working on this? Any questions? By the way, I did pin the link to this pattern if you want to go get it, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to click that button. Let's sprinkle this video. Let's see who else can come watch us, and maybe they enjoy our live tonight, okay? Ready? Raise your hand if you're ready. Thank you, Desiree. Michelle from Utah. Hello, honey. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Sylvia. First time watching? Well, you're very welcome. Hey, Deborah. Miss Holly. Hi, Linda. Lindy. I think it's been a while since I've seen you, girl. How are you doing, my friend? And Linda DuPont. How are you, Linda? How's Mr. Little Tio? How is he doing, honey? You little angel. And Steph, Mary, Jamie. Hey, Sharon, how are you? you, yeah, you can absolutely change the colors. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, Debbie. All right, friends. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me move this a little bit more to the front so I can see any comments that people may have. And I can answer any questions anybody might need me to answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with stuffing this pattern for the bunny, okay? So this is what it's gonna look like after you have cut it and turn it inside out, okay? There's gonna be a hole on the bottom. We're gonna close it up after we stuff it, and then we're gonna give it a little base so it can stand on its own, okay? So let's go ahead and get to work. Let me show you how we're gonna do that. Okay. So ready, click the share button for me, friends. Okay, so let's go ahead and stuff this guy. Okay, let's just stuff it. Let me bring my stuffing and let's stuff this bunny and make him chunky. Let's go ahead and make him a little chubby so we can close it up and then we'll accessorize him. Okay, all right. So the bottom is open. Okay, and I think your pattern I marked in there the section that should be open, okay? With your pattern, you also, guys, get a supply list, okay? You also get a supply list. I might not see comments, you guys. Let me try to find you again. So you get, let me tell you what you get. You get a supply list. You also get a picture of the finished product. You get the pattern itself, okay? It's in a PDF format, guys, okay? You get the pattern in a PDF format. Now that I'm saying that, let me tell you guys, because I am amazed of how many messages I get. People telling me, I cannot download it. I cannot download it. Guys, if you're downloading your pattern using your phone or tablet, do not use the app, okay? The Etsy app does not support any downloading, okay? So if you can be spending hours there trying to download with your phone or your tablet, and you're never gonna get it because the app does not cannot even talk. The app does not let you download it, okay? It just does not have that feature in there. So what you're gonna have to do is if you're using your phone or your tablet, you need to access Etsy through the web. Okay, that's what you're gonna have to do. Because if you keep on using your app to download, it's never going to work. Okay. Go to your, once you're on your phone or your tablet, access Etsy through the web. Go to your purchase history, click on the purchase that you made, and then you would be able to see a download there. But do not use the app, okay? Don't use the app, friends. And that is as much as I know about phones and tablets. I'm not good with phones, guys, handling files. So if you are used to doing that, or that's the only thing you have, you might have to do a little bit of extra work on your end to find out exactly how that works, because I don't know, or to be honest. Personally, I do not use phones or tablets for downloading files or saving files or anything like that. So I really would not know exactly how to help you with it. So just make sure that, if you need more help than that, then you might have to go and do a little bit of research on your topic that you need, or the issue that you might have, just so to see what you can find on that. Okay, so I make sure that I did add a little bit or a little extra, push this all the way this to the tip, okay? This section here of the arms, okay, I like to push my polyfill there so we can, and normally if I see that it's soft, I like to do my needle, guys, and then with that, I bring the polyfill to the section I need it most, okay? And so that helps me, because sometimes I cannot reach, like, like certain areas of the design. And so that's how I help myself by, just scooping the polyfill to the section I need it, okay? All right. So now make sure that the stuffing that you're doing on these pieces, I still don't see comments, you guys. Make sure that the stuffing that you're doing on these pieces, guys, it's a firm stuffing, okay? You don't want to do a very light stuffing on these. Okay, here we go. No, I am not, but I'm going to. I do have a YouTube channel, but when I was doing floral, that's what I was putting on there. But what I need to do is I need to download my videos and start uploading them to that channel. I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. That's one of my goals this year, guys. Trying to get all my stuff to, I'm fine, Kathy, to move them to YouTube. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So look, I'm good with the stuffing that I have right now. Make sure that there's no wrinkles, guys. If you see your bunny wrinkle, that means that you are needing to add more stuff into it. Okay. So no wrinkles. You want this guy to have a nice, smooth look. Okay. If you see that he is wrinkled somewhere, then that should be your sign telling you that you need to add more stuffing. Okay, so now that I have add the stuffing, guys, now your pattern tells you to cut a little extra piece, and you have a pattern like this. This is foam board that I'm using. Now you can also use hard cardboard, okay? Or if you have a piece of wood, a circle or an oval, you can do that as well, okay? So I'm gonna insert this here. And then with my needle, guys, I'm gonna close this, okay? But I need to make sure that I push this inside first, okay? And make sure that you have all your polyfill nicely secured around that, okay? And now here, all I'm gonna do, and I'll see, now it's a standing, okay? That's what the addition of that is going to do, okay? So now I'm gonna get my needle and I'm gonna close this. So I have a knot on the end. And if you don't want to sew this part, guys, you don't have to. You can also glue it, okay? You can also glue it. But I'm just gonna sew it instead, because I want to make sure that it's going to close nicely the way I want it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go do a gathering stitch all around this opening. And then I'm gonna pull the thread when I'm done, and then that's gonna help me keep this secure inside. Okay. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you, hon. So yeah. We do no-sew projects. We also do sewing projects like what we're doing today. And I think for the future, I'm going to be alternating. So that way, because you know what happens, guys, that not everybody likes the no-sew. And the ones that like the no-sew, obviously they don't sew. And so it's like I get, when I do the no-sew, I have people, when are you going to do the sewing ones? And then when I do the sew, people say, well, that requires sewing. I don't sew. Well, let's do a little bit of both. How about that? Hopefully that will work best. Okay. So look, I'm already to where I started. I'm going to pull this a little bit, okay, and see how it's just closing it a little bit more. Now, I don't want to close it completely because that takes away from my fabric. I just want it to a point that will secure the styrofoam in there or the foam board in there. So I'm just going to secure this with another knot to make sure that it won't come undone. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this off. Now I am going to do a cover on that bottom. Okay. So I cut an extra piece. Okay. Yes, Kathy, I'm going to have it this weekend. I am getting ready for it. And I'm going to do the live sale next week, dear. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. We had an issue here at the house. We got hit by a small storm, guys, and we got water inside of our house. It blew part of our porch. So that was a little bit of a nightmare. So I just did not want to add more things inside the house for now. Thankfully, thanks to Mr. Larade, he quickly fixed it. It was a pain in the ass, but not enough to make it more than what we would be. All right. So notice how I'm just covering, guys. I just cut a piece of the fabric, which is the same size as the base. Okay. You might want to cut it. I mean, yeah, cut it a little bit smaller, so it's not that visible from the edges are not visible, outside of the bunny. Okay. So now look at what we got. Okay. So now the bunny is standing on its own. Is perfect. Now let's start working on here. Now, before I do any sewing on here, I'm going to add color to this, okay? So I'm going to get, hey, Joanne, how are you? Okay, I like to use these markers, guys. These are for fabric, okay? These are by Tulip, and I get it at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to add a little bit of color all around the edge of this bunny. Now, this is completely optional, friends. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I like doing it. That's why you see me doing it right now. Okay. But I like to highlight just to give this bunny a little bit of something. Okay. And then if it's too much color for you, then you can take a little piece of the fabric, same fabric. This is fleece fabric that we're using, by the way. And you can start going over that color so it will smudge it a little bit and will distribute that color better. It won't look as heavy on the bunny, okay? But it will give you, for sure, a little extra. How's everyone doing? Okay, let me see if I can. For some reason, guys, this freezes. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Okay. All right, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Now, in this little section here, that is like a little foot here, I'm gonna do like a little line, okay? Like if you are having, some of the little feet, okay? And if I want to, which way did I do? I did it this way. I'm gonna do this other way, okay? So like so. And then I'm also, guys, gonna do a little bit. of brown. Okay, a little bit of brown color, not too heavy. But just to give it a little bit of, again, a little bit of dimension, right? A little extra. So I normally like to combine brown with yellow. Now you can also just do one if you want to, one of the two. And I like combining both because, you know, it just gives it a different effect. Oh, no, we can also do it here on this end. Like that. I'm not sure if you can see it very well. And on this section here, which is the bottom, a little bit of color too. And here too. What do you think? Okay. So, and that's what we have right now. So let me try to get back on here. See if I can see you guys. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Hello, Georgie. How are you? Okay, so here's what we got. Okay, so we added a little bit of color all throughout. Now let's start working on this. So we're gonna do a couple of eyes. We're gonna have a little nose. We're gonna do whiskers, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a section here for the mouth. Okay. So let's just start with the eyes. The eyes, guys, you're just gonna have to determine where you want them. Okay. So you can first get like a little pin or something. So that will help you determine where you want the eyes to go. Okay. We're gonna do the eyes on both sides. Also remember you're gonna have a little ear, okay, on the sides, both two ears, okay? So make sure that you're not putting them way behind the eyes, okay? And that you're not putting all the way here either to the front, almost by the nose. You want them in the front, but definitely you don't want them too high either, okay? So play around and see where you want them. I think right there I'm okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and put a dot, okay? And I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna start with my black thread, okay, with this one here. This is crocheting thread, by the way. And I'm gonna get my little, I'm gonna start here, okay, gonna go to the other side, okay. And then here, I'm gonna do my first eye. If I can see the little opening, right there. Send it to this section here. See, like that, okay? And I'm gonna do, the other one is gonna go here. Now let me put this. Okay. And now from here, guys, I'm gonna send this eye to where the ear would go, so that way the ear, or I can send it to the mouth, either way. But let me just make sure that I'm gonna secure this first, okay? Because I wanna make sure that there's gonna be a dent for these two eyes, okay? Like so, okay? You see them? Okay. And then here, I'm gonna secure it right here somewhere. Okay? And so it's gonna look like that, okay? Now look at where I'm at, okay? Why? Because here I'm gonna put the ears. The ears is gonna cover this, okay? So I'm just gonna secure this. All right. So now that I'm there, I'm gonna cut it. Or before cutting, I can do this. I'm gonna need a mouth here, so I'm gonna leave that for now. But what I do want is I'm gonna glue the little nose, okay? And for the little nose, I'm also gonna need some whiskers here. Now the whiskers, I can sew them, or what I could also do is if I have a little my upholstery thread. That's what I use, guys. Upholstery. This is upholstery thread. Okay, it's thin. Now you can also use bristles, like a brush bristles. You can use crochet thread. You can use too, but it's not gonna be as stiff. Okay, but will do if that's all you have. You can also use metal. Okay, but if you are giving it to children, probably the wire will not be as nice to use. Okay, so I would probably stick with the thread. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need this, and I'm gonna need like different pieces. Okay, so I need at least 3 pieces of this wire. Okay, so let me I can always adjust the length of them, guys, but I do need to have 3 pieces. Okay, so I have 2 and then one more, and then I'm gonna do a knot. Okay, I'm gonna do a knot in the center. So that way I keep them all together, okay? And that way I don't have to worry about fitting them with the needle either. I mean, I can if I want to, but here it's easier, okay? So I'm gonna take the nose, the heart nose, and I'm gonna glue that here, okay? It's gonna go like that. So right at the little tip where it starts curving, that's where I'm going to glue this, okay? The tip will be lower, right? Okay. So right here, I'm gonna place this whiskers there, and then I'm gonna glue this right in here. And it's gonna go like that. Make sure that that tip is aligned with the seams. Okay, and while this is still fresh, okay, I'm gonna move the whiskers. Now those are obviously way too long, right? That's okay. While the glue is still hot, I'm gonna move them, okay? And make sure that I like the placement of them, which I think I do, okay? And then I'm gonna trim them. I'm gonna trim those whiskers, okay? Okay, it's gonna be like so. Okay, and might even be a little bit too long. I may trim them a little bit more. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, now I still have this. I'm gonna give it a mouth. Okay, so it's gonna go about maybe half at the tip of my finger. Okay, down from where it's at, the end of the tip, maybe right on the first line of my finger. Okay, that's where I'm gonna put a mark there, and that's where the mouth will be. Okay. So I already have this needle up there, right? So I'm gonna send it from here to there, next to it, there, and then it's gonna go like that, right, Lisa? All right. So I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna send it up to where I started, right there. So that way I end up with a mouth like that. Okay. I'm gonna pull a little bit. I don't need to pull a lot, but just a little bit. Okay. Now it's not a huge mouth. You can make it bigger if you want to. Okay, if you want to see more of the mouth, well then you make it bigger. Okay. Okay, so now here I'm just gonna secure my thread, and I'm gonna close this. All right. And so here we already have now a good part of the bunny already. Okay. Now let's go ahead and talk about. I normally like to add a little bit of color. I'm gonna cut this a little bit more. I like to add a little bit of color, you guys, to my to the cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this. So thank you guys. Remember, this pattern is available in the shop. If you see um, the in the comments, I linked the pattern on Etsy. There, I gave you a link for that. All right, so a little bit of blush there and a little bit on the other side because this is double-sided if you want it. Okay. Now, if you want one-sided only, well, then you don't have to do eyes and everything on the other side. Okay, so that's one side, and here's the other one. All right, okay, so now let's talk about ears for a minute. Here are the ears. The ears, I'm not stuffing them. I did do a cut on the back upper part. Okay, why? Because I'm gonna glue them on the upper part. I'm not even gonna close them up or nothing. I just left a little opening like that. Okay, so but I do want to add a little bit of color on these ears. Okay, just gently, just a touch. And this will be away. This way too. And with the marker also, I'm gonna do the yellow highlight. I'm not seeing comments here, friends. I don't see comments fitting. Are you liking it? Are you giving me hearts? Do give me likes so Facebook can help us distribute this video. That would help us quite a bit. Okay. All right. So now look. Now both ears are ready, right? Okay. So I'm going to start gluing this here. Okay. It's going to go somewhere like that. Now you can also do it like this if you want to, but if I do it like that, it kind of looks like a puppy. So I did it to the side. So I can also, I'm gonna put some trim here on the neck, around the neck. So I want that visible, okay? So right here on this section and on top of that, okay? So it can be covered. I'm gonna put it towards the back like so, okay? This will be exactly the same way. And I'm all on this side because this side is going to be visible a little bit. I forgot to add a little. I forgot to consider that. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. All right. And then this one will go like so. And I will get to see a little bit of that other ear on this side. Okay, it's going to be like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and glue. And it will go like so. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like on the other side. Okay. Okay. Like so. All right. So now what I want, guys, is I want to decorate this little neck here. So I'm going to use some trim. Okay. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is Hobby Lobby trim. And I'm going to glue it around this neck. Cut it there. Okay. How are you liking it? You like it? He is super adorable. Okay. So look at that. Just like that. Look at how pretty. Isn't it cute? Okay. I do want a bow in there too. So I'm gonna also going to make a bow. And I'm gonna use this one here. So let's make a little bow, and I'm gonna give it a few a couple of tails. Okay, I do want some long tails. So that way I can glue those to the body. Thank you, Joanne. Okay. It's a simple bow just with two tails, two loops, I meant. Because remember, these bunnies are not huge. So if we make a big bow, it will overwhelm it. Okay. And this, I'm gonna glue here. It's gonna go like that, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back. Hi, Peggy, how are you? Like so, okay? And this, I'm gonna glue to the body of the bunny, okay? So it's gonna look something like so, like that, okay? That's how it's gonna look, okay? So let's go ahead and dovetail these. And I'm gonna do just a little dot of glue. Okay, and then this one too. This can be straight if I want to, or I can move it a little bit to the side too. It's up to you. You can play around with these things, guys. Find a placement that you are happy with, okay? These projects are so cute. They're so full of cuteness, you guys. They're fun to make, okay? And here, I'm gonna place a flower on there, okay? I'm gonna give it a flower. I'm gonna do a purple flower on this one. Like so. Or I can do a teal one. Which one do you like better? Not teal, the blue one. Let's see. That looks cute. Let's look at the white one. Oh, that looks adorable too. I think I'm gonna stick with the pink. What do you say? Yeah, the pink one. Yellow would have been pretty too. See? Isn't it cute? Now, if you have greenery, you could put a few leaves on here and it will look just darling as well. Now here, I need to do a little bit of a division here for these arms. Like so, okay? Like that, a little bit. All right. And then let's go ahead and talk about the tail, okay? He's got a tail. And for the tail, guys, I am gonna sew it, okay? I'm gonna do a hand stitch, okay? Now, however, if you don't want to do the hand stitching on this, this is Sherpa fabric, okay? You can also use fleece, like what I'm using now, or you can also use yarn instead. If you want to do a pom-pom with yarn, okay, that's perfectly fine. Or if you just want to buy a jumbo pom-pom, that would be great too. You can just glue it to his bottom. But on this one, I'm gonna do it myself, okay? So I'm gonna make a knot on here, and I'm going to just go around this with my needle. We're doing a gathering stitch, just like how we did for the bottom to close it up, except on this one, we're doing a little ball, okay? Super easy. Just so pretty, she says. Thank you, honey. Hi, Candy. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Angelique. Ah, this is so cute, you guys. I think definitely you would enjoy making this. This is so pretty. You can make several for your table. If you want to do like a table scape decor, that would be adorable for them. Okay, maybe two or three of them. Okay, so guys, look. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a little bit of polyfill, and I'm gonna stop that little circle with a little bit of polyfill, and I'm gonna start closing it just by pulling on the thread. Okay. Push the polyfill in there, okay, and then close the circle. See how cute? Look at this. Oh, so adorable. Okay, so let me secure now this stitch, okay? Let me secure this. Super cute and easy. And what I also did, guys, in addition to this pom-pom here, look at how pretty this is. Look at that, okay? Now this, we're gonna glue that here on the bottom, okay? That's his butt, his little tail, okay? So, but what we are also gonna do to make it look a little bit bigger and give it something furrier than the ball, we're going to use a little fuzzy boa, little piece of it, okay? Little piece of it, like this. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna wrap it around it, like so. Okay, it's gonna look a little bit like that. So it's a combination. By the way, you can also use this by itself. You don't necessarily have to combine both of them, okay? You don't have to combine both pieces if you don't want to. You can do one or the other. So just around this tail, guys, I'm gonna add some glue, and then I'm gonna apply the little fuzzy ball. Okay, and that's gonna look like so. Let me apply pressure here so it won't come undone. Okay, so look at how cute. Look at this. Isn't that something? Okay, and then here, right on top between both ears, I cut a tiny little piece of also this fur. Not much, okay, because I don't want it to look too furry, but I did want to see a little bit of fur, okay? And I just glue it on top like that. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue, and this will be glued right in here. Just a little something. All right. Now, if you want, remember, if you want it double-sided to be seen from both sides, well, then you can add another bow here. But you don't necessarily have to. Now, the only thing that I added to this on top of what you already see here is I added a couple of carrots, okay? These are from Dollar Tree, okay? And then I just glued them together. I glue these two together. You can also give it just one, but I gave it two. Okay, so I just glue them like that. Okay, and then I got like a little piece of twine, some twine, or you can use some ribbon. If you have a cute ribbon, you can use that too, or some jute, okay, to make it look rustic. And then I just made a little bow, easy bow, simple, like that, like so. And then I glue that to the carrots like this, okay? It's still wet, so I'm just gonna push it there. Like so. And then I just glue that here to the top of the tip of that little hands, okay? So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the glue here to the tip of that little hand. Gonna let it cool because it's too hot. I don't want this to melt because these are foam. This is styrofoam. So just a few seconds. And now I'm gonna glue it here, like so. Embellishing, guys, is so important on your pretties. I actually recommend for you to get all sorts of embellishments, whether they're mini things, stickers, uh, fake gemstones, buttons, appliques, what else? Trims, tons of trims, ribbons, wires, uh, all sorts of different things, twines, whatever, whatever you can use for embellishing that can be just darling. Okay. It's very important. Embellishments are very important. Okay. Well, guess what? We're done with it. We are done with this bunny. Okay. So look at how cute. See how darling does he look? Or she? Because she is definitely so cute. Just pretty, super pretty. Look at this. Okay, let me show you the link from the front, guys, so you can see it now. Okay, so you're ready? So that's what she looks like. And so now she can stand and she is ready to decorate your table. Okay, and so now, like I said, you can do a set. You can do different ones. You can do different, what you call it. You can do different. You could do a couple like that, right? You bring them different embellishments. Okay, so maybe one color one way, the other color the other end, you know. So maybe you give them carrots on one side, you give it something else on the other side. Okay, something like that would be completely adorable. Super cute. You're gonna love making these. They're super easy to make. You already saw how simple it is to make them. And I think that you can enjoy making these cuties. So what do you think? I know, Sharon. Super easy. These guys take no time to make. Okay. And you see the results, how pretty it is. You can definitely give this as a gift. You can glue your candy. Maybe you can buy a little bag and you can put your candy in a little bag and you give this as a gift for Easter. It can be super cute. Okay. You can also use a little tag that would say Happy Easter. Maybe you can attach a little sign saying Happy Easter or Spring or whatever you wanted to say, hello or anything, you name it. So, but thank you guys. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. Hi, Teresa. Yes, she is absolutely darling. Okay. All right, friends. So, do you have any questions before I let you go? Okay. Are you interested in knowing anything, or do you have a question that I need to answer for you? And then today I am completing many things, but one of the things is I need to finalize some things for my group tomorrow. And then, get ready for the tutorial that we're having there on Wednesday. But tomorrow, I'm not sure if I can come live tomorrow, but on Wednesday, I'm going to be live inside my private group. But Thursday, we're going to do another tutorial, okay? And like I told you, we're going to keep on working bunnies. All our next 3 to 4 tutorials are going to be for Easter, okay? We're going to finish all the bunnies that I had. Then I will give you the gift that I told you about, which is going to be the little lamb. So if you're just joining them, Sharon, hi, honey. Would you sell them for Sharon? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes due to your market. A bunny like this, depending on what you use, maybe $15, $20, to keep it under, to give it something pretty to your customers. Uh, 25, depending on where you're going. Maybe you want to increase the size of it. But these bunnies, guys, let me tell you, they're not tiny, but they're definitely not very large. They're exactly 10 inches. They're 10 inches tall. Okay. And then the width, 10 by 6. Okay. So I would definitely, probably keep them under 25. Okay. For somebody that might be interested in getting some of these, if you can give it a nice tag, That would be adorable. Okay, that would be very pretty. Okay, so there you go, guys. Let me remind you again. Our next tutorial will be another bunny, like I was telling you. We will also be doing the candy bag. If you missed it, you didn't see me show these, okay? We'll do the candy bag pattern, okay? And then I'm gonna give you a free project, which is going to be the lamb doll, okay? This lamb. This is gonna be a freebie for us to work together so you can have something pretty to make for Easter, okay? Alrighty, friends. So then let's go ahead and wrap it up. If you have any questions, if not, let's go ahead and wrap it up so I can continue to go back to work. So I have a hot mess here going on with so many fabrics outside and so many cutouts, and I need to finish. I have stuffing to do, and anyway, patterns to upload. So it's gonna be a little bit of a busy night for me today. Alrighty. So what do you think? Hi, Twyla. How are you? Hey, Bunny. Okay, Bunny. Thank you. I will read it. All righty, friends. Well, then, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you joining me tonight. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please remember to like it. Okay, follow my page if you're not following me. Make sure you turn on the notifications so that way we can or you can be notified when I go live. Okay, so thank you so much. You have a wonderful night. Remember the link to that pattern. Okay, it's posted in the comment section. If you click on that link, that will take you straight to this bunny pattern right here. Okay, so have a wonderful night. Be blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. Good night.